How bad did your drug use get?
I mean, it was just, I would do anything that you put in front of me, really.
Anything?
I mean, yeah, really. Anything you put in front of me, I was snorting it, popping it.
So how old were you when you started using drugs?
I was 15, sophomore year of high school. I started off with like pills. I had a surgery from a baseball injury, but then like instantly from that it clicked, and then it was like a double-edged sword kind of thing. It was like from that point on I was able to make friends through it. That gave me like a false definition of, okay, these people are accepting me, like this is like in the area that I belong in. That was like my mindset.
The Baltimore Ravens select Darren Waller, wide receiver from Georgia Tech.
How did you see playing football in the NFL as an addict?
Let's go, Waller. Get up, get up.
I was miserable because if you really want to be good, like it's a lot of stuff that you got to do. You may have to stay later, come in earlier, and it's like, I wasn't trying to do none of that.
Hey, Darren, you all right? Let's go then, let's go, baby. Go make a play, go make a play.
You know, we were teammates for a short amount of time. I had no idea. If guys would have reached out, would you accept the help?
I wasn't ready to help myself.
The NFL suspends you for a year. How did you feel receiving the news that you were suspended?
Crazy thing about it was, like, I had planned for the league to put me out. It basically put me out of my misery instead of like looking like a quitter and come out and say, like, I don't want to play football anymore.
What was rock bottom for you?
Rock bottom was August 11, 2017. I go pick up from whoever I'm usually picking up from in the city, and I'm thinking it's what I usually get and what I have been getting for years, but it's not. It's fentanyl. It knocked me out in my car for like, I want to say 4 or 5 hours. I'm literally a quarter mile away from the practice facility, but things are like this, are the way they are, and it's just like, you know, something got to change. Like, forget football, man, like, just for me, my life. And that ended up being the last time I ever used again. Went to McLean Boarding Cottage in Maine for rehab for 34 days, something like that. And that was a game changer. It was just me just stepping away from everything and willing to say, all right, this is where I pour into myself. This is where things start to change. Like, I'm really gonna start working in the positive direction instead of just talking about it.
So you're sober now, clean, and you get a phone call to go back to play football. What was that feeling like?
Like surreal. I felt the level of excitement from that compared to draft day. I was 100 times more excited being reinstated because it was just like, I wasn't valuing football back then. This is what it's like where football's gonna change me. I felt like it was just a reset button.
Lofts it deep over the middle. He's got Waller. Spins to his left into the end zone for a toast. Waller wide open, touchdown.
So you're sober now, clean. How do you see football now?
I see it a lot differently, man. I feel like being clean is like a cheat code in a sense. I'm coming in earlier, I'm staying later, I'm doing more of the film study, I'm asking more questions, I'm communicating with people because I know I value where I'm at now. I didn't value it before, and that's what being clean does for me.